Yeah, it's something we spent a lot of time talking about. I think you guys have seen how much we've trying to get some of those 2-minute drills on the first few games, but that middle eight is important, and we felt like if we could get a stop there on the second down, we were going to call that timeout. We got to stop on that third down, called the timeout, and then it gave us an opportunity to take a shot at scoring. And I think we ended up getting the ball at the -40. I think if my memory's right on that, and then just some tremendous plays. The play by Jeremiah, and then we at least have a field goal there, so we got to play smart. And I thought Chip was aggressive, did a really good job of calling him. And Devin stepped up in a big way, came in for Will and delivered that throw. But, what an unbelievable catch. I couldn't believe he caught it. Just a tremendous play. But then I thought we came out in the second half, too, and continued that because 28-7 at half, and we wanted to get the thing to at least 35. And, I think when, you come out and you can get a 3-and-out, or I don't know if it was exactly a 3-and-out, and then get the ball back and score another touchdown. It just it flips the game, and I thought that was kind of where the game turned.
Bill Rabinowitz, Columbus Dispatch, and then give it to Tim, please.
Ron, how do you explain the problems the defense had in the first half? They had averaging 10 yards a play well into the second quarter.
Yeah. When you look at the sum total of it all, 50 plays and 246 yards and 7 points. You come away and you say, geez, well, what a great performance. And certainly I thought we did a really good job of shutting them down, especially in the second half. But there's some things we got to look at in the film and figure out, kind of early on, like you said, some explosive plays in there that we got to clean up. I think that we were watching the film at halftime. We were close to getting to the quarterback with a couple things. We just needed to hang on coverage just a tick longer. But listen, they're a good team and they're well coached and they have good players too. But I thought we responded and made the changes appropriate, and in-game adjustments were solid.
Over to the right, Stephen Means, Cleveland.com.
Ryan, two things. One, Tyleek being available but not necessarily playing today. What happened with there? And then also, what was the evaluation with Will at halftime?
Yeah, Will's good to go. Just took a shot there, as you guys saw. Tyleek was available. He was going to be was available in an emergency role. If we felt like we needed him, we were going to put him in the game. He was cleared. But felt like one more week, almost like the Donovan situation, one more week of rest, would get him to 100%, which we felt like was the right thing to do. If we needed to, we could have put him in the game. We decided we didn't need him.
Tim May on 3.
Yeah, just a general overview of how you feel about this game. First road game, first Big Ten game, winning by 38-7, and then, of course, the turnovers y'all forced and the stoppage there on a fourth down when they were deep in your territory. Just how much did those loom huge, I guess?
Oh, yeah. The turnover battle was huge in this game. And, if we don't get those turnovers, maybe it's a different game for sure. But that's the game, and, we got to make sure we're winning the situations. So, we'll take a look at the film and figure out where it's at. But I thought the atmosphere was excellent early on. I thought, they came out and played really, really hard. I think, again, Jonathan's doing a really good job of putting his culture into and his thumbprint on the program here. You can see it going, and got a lot of respect for him and his staff. But I thought our guys responded well and had some really good poise. That was something that we talked about coming into the game, is having poise in the noise. Getting down in there. Some of those fourth down conversions are pretty clutch.
Dylan Davis, Delaware Gazette.
You talk about that poise. Will started off really well and maybe kind of hit a little rough spot, had a couple of passes that I'm sure he wants back, one obviously that he wants back. What was your assessment of just the poise that he showed and kind of settled down on that following drive and answered right back?
Yeah, the biggest one was the interception. He knows. That was not a good play, and it could have cost us. So something to learn from. He just had to move on from it and work through his progression there. But when you're going through, learning a new offense and everything's going to be some of these growing opportunities and learning from those opportunities. So, but overall, I thought he was solid. He was poised, made some big throws, and then a couple tough runs in there that you can see what a difference it makes when you have somebody who can run.
Over to the left, Larry Lage, Associated Press.
What has allowed Jeremiah to at least match the expectations that came in for him so far?
Yeah, his work ethic. He does it every day in practice. He just doesn't say a word, but works his tail off. His discipline, his humility. He loves being a Buckeye. You can tell just with the way he works with his teammates. And he's coming out of his shell a little bit too, which is great to see. But I mean, the talent speaks for itself. I just am impressed with the discipline and the hard work and being able to step in at such a young age. The only way you do that is if you go in and put the work in. And he came in with that work ethic. Brian's certainly taken it from there, but this is a special young man.
Over to the right, Rob Aller, Columbus Dispatch.
Yeah, Ryan, we talk about Jeremiah Smith and how special he is, but Caleb Downs on defense was pretty incredible,
Yeah.
pretty impressive. What's it like to have, when things are a little clunky, you've got a guy that can make NFL plays on both sides of the ball?
Yeah, I thought Caleb played great tonight. Showed up in a big way on a bunch of different spots, and you can just see the acceleration, how fast he plays. And part of that is his athleticism, but another part is just the way he prepares. I mean, he prepares as hard as anybody on our team, and he was all over the place tonight, and he made a huge difference. And you said in kind of turning that point where they were moving the ball some, and he got us going a little bit back there, and those are some big plays, and I think it kind of felt like it turned the momentum for us on defense.
We're going to go 2 more questions for Coach and then bring Jeremiah up. Spencer Holbrook, Letterman Roll.
Ryan, what does it say? I know you've already touched on it a little bit. What does it say about Devin to be able to come in and
Yeah.
deliver that kind of pass?
That was a clutch play. It was a clutch play. He put it there, and we told him, if you have the opportunity to throw it, rip it. Only throw it where the receiver can catch it. He had a couple different options there. If nothing was there, just throw it out of bounds and kick the field goal. And he did that, and he gave him a chance. And so it was good. It was good to see him make that play in that big spot.
Cameron Teague Robinson, The Athletic.
Ryan, 2 things on Trey. I know he kind of limped off the field after he got hit there and fumbled. Well, didn't fumble, but just kind of how's he doing? And then 2, just how much growth have you seen from him specifically in the pass pro side of things?
He had some great pickups, huge pickups. The one on the touchdown to Jeremiah and the touchdown to Emeka. And there was a couple more. He did a really good job coming across. I got to watch the film, but there's like 3 of them in particular. He came across and picked up some corner fires and did a nice job. That was big. He's becoming that all-purpose back that we all know he can be. And again, I thought they ran hard, but I mean, I think where we are right now is we're making progress, but we got a long way to go. And I think that our guys have that mindset. It was good to get this win on the road, first road win, good environment. But we know that the challenges are bigger ahead, so we got to get on this film and stay hungry and keep the journey going. But we're going to get back to work tomorrow, and we know that we got a really good Iowa team coming in here next week. They have had a week off, just like always. They're a very, very good team. Play complementary football, and so we know we got a big challenge ahead of us. So we got to have a great week of practice.
Last question for Coach Steve Hellwagen, 24/7 Sports.
Yeah, Coach, just want to ask you, the play calling, particularly there, the end around to Jeremiah, just feels like when you guys get into a bit of a spot, you guys have a wrinkle. You have something that's coming. Is this Chip? Is this you collaborating? Just what do you say? That one seemed to catch them really flat-footed on that play.
Yeah, no, it's everybody on the staff. There's collaboration, but Chip's got a great feel for the game and calling the plays, and it was always have some wrinkles in there. We got a few other ones that we held off on, but I think it's a balance of making sure that you have your fastballs where you're running downhill and you feel really good about them, but having enough curveballs that we can create explosive plays, and that's that balance you're constantly looking for. But we always want to try to find ways to get the ball to our playmakers in space, and we're going to keep trying to do that.